Call Halayim, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rachor Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone that rule well, and salutations unto the elect Akim, a hearty shalom unto the 144,000 that are of the house of David. So I want to get into this Romans, the 12th chapter, and I'm going to entitle this video, Stay on Fire for This Truth. Alright? Now, the reason why I say that is because we're living in the last times, man. We're getting into times where you got all types of demonic spirits trying to come in and mess up the ministry. Alright, trying to throw brothers off. So you got to stay on fire. That comes with doing what you're supposed to do as a man of the Lord. You know, we stress it over and over, lesson by lesson, day by day, week by week. You know, and we can only do so much. You know what I'm saying? So you have to keep that in your spirit, so that you have to do what you're supposed to do, man. You have to stay on fire for this thing. At the same time, you have to be humble enough to not be to not let the knowledge puff you up. But you're supposed to stay on fire, defend the gospel, fight for truth, man. You know. So I want to get into this and run this Romans the 12th chapter. I wanted to get a certain point in here, but you know, the scripture, this certain passage, you know, it needs to be brought out. You know. So this is Romans 12:1. It says, "I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service." So it don't matter, you know, and we stress that a lot too, man. It don't matter what the weather's like. It don't matter what, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be faced with danger in this thing, man. You have to present this is a reasonable service. Okay, though the Most High had it written that this is there's a foolishness of preaching, we also still have to do the work. You know, the reason why it says the foolishness of preaching is, one, because most people ain't gonna listen anyway. All right, most people gonna look at us like we're crazy. But it's our reasonable service to do this work, no matter what. Like, you got guys that make up reasons why they can't go hit the highways and byways and say they have some type of condition where they can't hit the highways and byways. Hey, man, this is our reasonable service, man. We don't have nothing else. You know, it's an honor to be able to do the work in any type of weather. It's the honor to be able to do the work in scorching heat, you know, in the freezing, the brick cold, or in the rain or wind or whatever might be going on outside. All right. It is an honor, man, to be doing the work of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai put his life on the line for the elect, man. No, need I say more? And verse 2, it says, "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind." So we're not supposed to be all into this world. That's why, and that's another reason I want the name to Stay on Fire for the Lord, for this truth. Okay? Because if you start getting stagnant, you start getting content with where you at, you're going to end up falling out, man. You're going to lose that flame. And the scriptures tell us the Lord will take away even that little that you have, man. You know, if you're not going out there and doing that work, and you're not flipping those talents, the Most High is going to take that away from you, man. You got to stay on fire. You know, and in this world, it's easy to stay on fire, man. When you look around and see this wickedness, it makes you want to dig deeper into the scriptures. It makes you want to dig deeper into your history. It makes you want this world influences a righteous man, a man that's supposed to be righteous, to do better. For niggas, you know, for people that don't want to get right, it influences them to follow their suit. Okay. So it says, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. So your whole mindset has to change. You got to put away that childish stuff. You got to put away trying to have your own corporation. You know, trying to have multiple women in this society. Okay, when I say multiple women, I'm talking about whining and dining, you know, to the point where you damn near don't even go to camp. You barely hitting the highways. You barely putting up lessons. I'm talking about that. All right. You got your mindset. It says, set your treasures up in heaven. So your whole mind has to change. You can't do the same things that you used to do, man. And it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be a challenge. But you are supposed to do it, man. A man of the Lord, or a man that wants to do better, is not gonna back down from a challenge. You know. Okay. It says that ye may prove what is good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. Okay? For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of yourself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as the Most High have dealt. According as the Most High have dealt to every man the measure of faith. So when that great, it says, for I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man not to that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think. So don't get big headed. Don't let that knowledge puff you up. All right, that's how certain guys then fell out. Certain guys bugged out, went in the world, or they sold out, trying to use their rank like Nate. All right, you're supposed to be humble in this thing, man. Stay on fire, but be humble at the same time. And it's not hard to do. It says, but to think soberly. So don't, you got certain guys, like I said, they wanted to be that guy. They wanted to be that dude to have all the breakdowns. They wanted to be that dude to start something first. And it says think soberly, man, because when you let that stuff get to your head, you're going to fall off. And it's inevitable. You're going to fall off. You got to be humble, man. Look at the apostles, man. They're humble. But at the same time, you could tell by the way they put up lessons and by the way they're bringing out this word that they're on fire for Yahweh Shemiah Shai, man. So that's the same way we're supposed to be. We're young lions. We're supposed to be on fire. It tells us give attendance to reading until the Lord comes back. That's being on fire, man. That's showing diligence. Okay? So reading on verse 4, it says, for as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office, so we, being many, are one body in Hamashiach, and every one members of one another. Because you have certain guys that have certain ranks. Certain guys have a different measure of faith, like the scripture just said. Certain guys have they're able to do certain things that younger brothers can't, or other brothers can't. But we are still going pushing towards the same mission. We're pushing towards the same mark. Okay? It says having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy let us prophesy according to the portion of faith, or ministry let us wait on our ministering, or he that teacheth on teaching, or he that exhorteth on exhortation, he that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. He that ruleth with diligence. Okay, let me go up some. Salakia. So it says, having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the propitiation, to the proportion of faith, Salakia, or ministry, let us wait on our ministering. So different guys, different men in this thing, their spirit is more in tune with certain gifts. Now you have brothers that can speak well. They can speak very well, and they can bring in the scriptures right on cue. You have guys that can speak fluently. You gotta have guys that can read fluently. You have guys that can do the same, have the same fluency in the Lashon Kodash. All right, so on and so forth. But we are all fighting the same battle, man. And that's why we are one body. It says, now I'm going to jump down to 8. It says, or he that exhorteth on exhortation, he that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. So I want to get that word simplicity. Okay, just for edification's sake. So it says, he that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. And that Hebrew word there, let me see, Salakia, this Strong's G 57, 50, Salakia. Stammering lips. It's Strong's G572. It says singleness, simplicity, sincerity, mental honesty. Okay? So not doing it is grieving your spirit. You don't want to do it. No, or you're just doing it just to be seen. Okay? Doing it, what it says, the virtue of one who is free from pretense and hypocrisy, not self-seeking. Openness of heart, manifesting itself by generosity. So, he that giveth, let him do it with simplicity. Let him do it with sincerity of mind. Okay? Let him do it not trying to come up. Let him do it not thinking he's making an investment. You're doing it because you want to do it. You're doing it because it's the right thing to do. It says, he that ruleth with diligence, he that sheweth mercy with cheerfulness. Let love be without dissimulation. And dissimulation is sincerity. Okay? Wholeheartedly. It says, abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good. Be kindly affection one to another with brotherly love, and honor preferring one another. Cause we not niggas in this thing neither, man. We ain't these, like, that's how we used to be in the world, man. So some of us used to be like that in the world, man. All right, niggas, and when I say that, niggas used to be like that in the world. Niggas then used to show love to each other in the world, man. You don't give niggas the time of the day when you're in the world, man. You ready? You see a Jake walking down the street, you ready to fight him, man. You know, but being a man of the Lord, you know, it opened our eyes up to how we're supposed to treat one another, man. We're brothers, we're Israelites, man. So we're not supposed to look at each other. I'm talking about us in the know. Now I'm switching over to us in the know. We don't look at each other like these same niggas on the street, man. We are brothers, man. We in the same, we on the same line, man. We on the same side of the battle, man. Fighting against the evil. I don't mind giving my bread up to a brother if he needs it, man. I don't give a fuck if it's my last, man. I don't give a damn if I have fucking $20 to last me 2 weeks. You know, if a brother needs something, something might go on with a brother, man. If you thinking about yourself, if you being selfish, you're not gonna help that brother. You're gonna withhold your bread, man. We ain't them type of people, man. The Lord is gonna find a way for us to make things happen. Give your brother to your money to that brother, man. You know, you got niggas that'll hold it back and think about themselves, man. And the Lord is gonna kill them type of people, man. Just to say it straight out. If you got some money in your pocket and you see a brother doing bad, and you holding back your bread, the Lord's gonna destroy you, man. Just to say it plain out. And that's to people that's in the world and men that's in this know. If you holding back your bread, man, you better cut that shit out, man. We supposed to ride and die for each other, man. We are brothers, man. We closer than brothers, man. You know, we're close to our own to the brothers in the faith than to our own family, our own flesh and blood in this world, man. The same way you would help out your family is the same way times 10 you should help your brothers, man. Period. It says, in honor, preferring one another, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. So being on fire, man. Getting up off your ass and doing this work. Getting up off your ass and fighting for Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. Alright? We ain't got time to be slothful. The slothful is going to be wanting in the time of the harvest, man. And they're going to have nothing. You got to work, man. You gotta consistently be in the scriptures. You gotta consistently be on your shit, man. Because Esau, he ain't lightening up. All right, you go into Revelations. He's coming down on Jake harder than before because his time is short. So you know he's going hard in the paint, man. So why won't you go hard in the paint? If you were Israelite and you got every opportunity to pick up the scriptures and go in, but if you choose. You rather choose to sit around and watch music videos and play with your kids and roll around in bed with your woman and all this bullshit, man. You know, if you rather do that, and to hell with you, man.